Hello, long time no see. It's been 2 months, and I'm here to talk about month 7 and 8 post-op from having VSG bariatric surgery. So if you're new here, my name is Daisha. You can follow me on Instagram at Lux Plus Life. I have been posting there, periodically. I know I posted for my birthday, and I plan to do a post pretty soon about vacation because we just got back from vacation, me and my family. I've been a teacher for 9 years, and I had VSG in July 2022, July 27th, 2022. So I am now 8 months post-op. It's pretty crazy, like thinking it's been 8 months. And some change since I had the surgery. It's pretty surreal. And I'm excited to share an update with you guys. Since it has been 2 months, I feel like I have a little bit more insight on what I want to share. So I might continue to do every other month, or I'll just play it by ear. And also I'm on spring break right now from work, so I have a little time, and I'm excited to be sitting down and sharing with you guys again. I love interacting with you guys, and I've appreciated all of the support and the love that I've gotten from you guys. So first thing I wrote, at 6 months post-op, I was down 103 pounds. Now at 8 months post-op, I am down 125 pounds, and that's 22 pounds more since the last video. So I have it in my app how much I lost for 7 months. I don't know why I didn't write that down, but that's okay. Overall, I'm down 125 pounds in 8 months, which is awesome. Yay! I am officially under what the doctor's goal for me was. So the doctor set a weight goal for me to be at 1 year post-op. So that would be July of this year, for the surgery to be considered successful would have meant that I lost 70% of my excess weight within 1 year. And I'm already past that. So by about 4 pounds. So I'm really excited about that. And I've been working really hard. It's not gone without some periods of not losing, or some periods of maintaining, gaining a pound, losing 3. It's just like it goes in spurts, I would say. And the most important thing to remember if you're going through any kind of stall is just to stay focused on your diet, start tracking again. Sorry, my dryer must be done. The dryer beeping is going off to tell me it's done. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Super distracting for me. But yeah, just stay focused. If you're not tracking what you're eating, make sure you're tracking or measuring out your food. I eat about 6 ounces at a time. I don't always measure my food, but I do pretty consistently keep track of what I'm eating in the Bariatric app. That's the app that my dietitian recommended to me long ago, before I even had the surgery. And I think it is a good tool to use, but just make sure you're keeping track of what you're eating so that you're not, forgetting things and eating more calories than you should. And then also be consistent with working out. VSG is a tool that you can utilize, and it will help you along the way. But it's not like a magic cure for weight loss. Obviously in the beginning, everyone's gonna lose some weight, but it's really up to you to make those choices, those positive choices along your journey to get where you wanna be. Some people can, not change their lifestyle a whole lot and they still lose some weight, but not everyone's like that. I'm in Facebook groups, and there are some people who are a year out or 18 months out, and they've only lost 40 pounds, and they started off at 400 pounds, and it's because they didn't change their lifestyle. Or they could have other reasons that I don't know about, health reasons, but I would say if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, such as following a lower carb, definitely a high protein, because I don't even cut out all carbs, but a high protein diet, focusing on eating protein first and exercising and making sure you're getting enough water and making sure you're taking your vitamins, you will be successful. And that's my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but um, I see that people who choose that route are more successful. And I didn't go under surgery for no reason. I want to be successful. I'm very focused on that. So as far as like one thing I wanted to mention was shopping. I have been shopping a lot. I shopped a lot on vacation, and I've shopped a lot over spring break just because the season is changing. It's spring now. It's still very cold here, but you know, the seasons are changing and I'm down in size, and so I was excited to get some new things for spring. I am a shopaholic anyway, so I'm always shopping anyways. But it is just even more fun now to shop now that I am not in plus size clothing. At first, it was a little overwhelming because I'm like, oh man, I'm so used to Torrid. I'm so used to Lane Bryant, and I know which stores I can shop at that have a good, decent plus size section, but now it's like I can shop anywhere. And at first it was a little overwhelming. I'm like, oh crap, where do I go? Well, I'm honing in on what I like, where I like to go. And I've had a lot of fun clothing shopping. As far as clothing size, I started this journey out. I was a 22 in jeans and a 3X shirt. And I'm now down to a size 12 and large shirts. Which I just recently went down to a large. I would say between month 7 and 8, I went down to a large. Before that, I was like an XL. Now those things are getting a little bit bigger. Even this t-shirt that I have on is a size large. Shoe size. I don't think I've talked about shoe size. I have big feet. I always have had very big feet. And I was pretty much exclusively in size 13 shoes for a great deal of my adulthood. And now I'm in sizes 11 or 12. It kind of depends on the shoe style, but I've got some 11s, and most of my shoes right now are size 12. A lot of my 13s are too big. All of my 13s are too big now. My ring size has also gone down. I want to say my wedding ring size, well, when I got it, it was a 9.5. Then I got it, the size increased after I had my daughters, and it was a 10.5, and it's too big. And so I'm kind of waiting with my wedding ring to see what size I need to get it sized down to. I think once I'm at a more stable spot, like maybe around 1 year post-op, I will take it to go get resized. Right now, I'm wearing like a placeholder wedding ring. This is a size 9, and it's from Amazon. It's silver and cubic zirconia. So it's very similar to my actual wedding ring, but I just didn't want to lose my ring. It was sliding off my finger. And it was just, I was nervous. I tried using like those bumpers that you can get from Amazon, and it wasn't helping a lot, and it also just added a lot of thickness to the back of my ring that I didn't like. So anyways, right now I'm wearing this looks almost identical to my actual wedding ring and band, but it's just sort of in place of until I get my wedding ring sized again. So like I said, this is a size 9, but it's already a little bit loose. It's not real loose. It's not falling off, but it's definitely not as tight as it was when I first bought it to be in place of my other ring. So I'm just gonna wait that out and see, where I need to be. That way I'm not resizing my ring a whole lot. I just don't want to do that. Another thing I wanted to talk about, if you're a lady and you have the surgery, if you're a woman, periods. And I think I talked about periods maybe around 4 months post-op, that video I made. But my periods were becoming more predictable, more regular than they were before. I was having like 28-day cycles instead of before I was having like 31-day like cycle. So my period would come like every 31 or so days. Now, then they were coming like every 28 days, which is more normal. And now they're coming every 28 days, but they're longer and different. Like I started the past couple months, I've had periods that start really slow, like they're very light for maybe 5 to 7 days. And then it's like they'll almost stop or get even lighter. And then bam, heavy for 5 to 7 days. And then I'll be good for a couple weeks and then again. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if it's hormonal changes. I've pretty much always had pretty relatively regular cycles. I've never had like anything crazy with my menstrual cycles ever. So I am curious to ask my OBGYN, what he thinks at my next appointment. I actually had an appointment set for over spring break, but I had to reschedule it because I was on my period. So I'll be going in May, and I'm hoping, things will level out pretty soon, at least by your post-op. I do know I'm not alone in this though, because I've looked in some of the groups, and I see other women talking about their cycles changing as well. So this is just something to be aware of, that it does a lot with your hormones, all of this sudden weight loss. So it's definitely, something to keep in mind. As far as hair loss goes, I think I'm doing okay with that. I do take biotin. I occasionally still use the Vegamore if I remember to put it in on the day that I wash my hair, because you're supposed to put it in damp hair. So some mornings I'm rushing and I forget. Others, I remember. So I do like that product. I think it gave me a little peace of mind to feel like I was doing something for it. I am still losing hair, but it isn't as bad as before. So I think I hope I'm over the hump of like extreme hair loss, and it's just sort of like pretty minimal shedding now. So I do have a hair appointment in May to get my hair bleached again, and I'm kind of on the fence about if I want to do that. I've sort of been thinking maybe I want to go back dark and just do some highlights, because this is balayage, and I've been doing this for 2.5 years now, I think. And I just go once a year to have it touched up, because when it grows out, obviously the roots kind of flow nicely. I've got brown in the middle and blonde at the end. So it grows out really well, and I don't feel a rush to hurry up and go back. So I just go once a year. So I'm kind of on the fence of what I want to do with it, because bleaching your hair is damaging, and I would like it to be, at a more healthy state, especially since I have lost so much. I would say about 30 to 50% of my hair's density, I believe I've lost. So it was pretty dramatic there for a few months, but I think I'm on the up and up. Like I said, I just got back from vacation. We went to Florida. We've gone there the past few years on vacation, and I was a little bit nervous because I knew that during the week I'm like super strict with working out every day, and I'm super strict with meal planning and meal prepping, and I knew that I was going to be going to lots of yummy restaurants. I knew I was going to be, having some alcohol, and also exercising less because I was on vacation. However, I did exercise once when I was there, and my hotel had a gym, um, and I felt like I stayed pretty well on track. I did have some drinks. I did have some yummy food, and but nothing that I felt guilty about because, it was just little things here and there. I wouldn't have a whole lot of it. And I did still focus on having protein and vegetables and nutrient dense food, even when I was on vacation. So, um, yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to say about that. Yeah, vacation, it didn't go as bad as I anticipated coming back and weighing myself and being disappointed, but actually everything was fine and I was even a couple pounds down from when I left. So I did turn 8 months post-op on um, on vacation, and I didn't have access to a scale there. So my weight is from today. My 125 pounds is from today. And let's see, I turned 8 months on March 27th, and it's April 1st today. So I think that is all of the updates that I have for you guys today. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask below. I'm always, like I said, so excited to interact with you guys and hear about your experiences. How are things going for you at 8 months post-op? Maybe you're further along. What can I expect? I love hearing your guys' stories and how you're doing, and also providing support to you if you're considering getting gastric sleeve surgery. It's really been a life-changing experience for me. I'm overall happier and healthier, and I have more energy, and I just feel amazing. I didn't realize how bad I felt then until I started to feel better once I started losing weight. So if you have any questions, leave them below. Please hang around, stick around with us, like, follow, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next update. Bye, guys.